Want jelly babies now. Other sweets are available every time I see that. It's great to have your company this morning here at the craft store. We've got an amazing show lined up for you. Yes, we have full of bargains and full of inspirational dies and cardstock and stamps. We've got a happy hour deal for you as well. And of course, we have got the magnificent, the wonderful, it's John next door. Here he is.
Hello.
Hello, John.
I've got an interesting fact for you.
Oh, go on. I love interesting
facts. You can say jelly
facts.
babies because it isn't a trademark.
That's the fact that I love to hear. Jelly babies, jelly babies, jelly
They're
babies,
done by
jelly
lots
babies.
and lots of different companies, and they are out of trademark.
Oh, well, you've got your very own jelly baby,
that's why I drew my own, and here's my own jelly baby Sam.
Yes, he certainly is.
And he was drawn by me nearly 5 years ago now.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow. Is that kind of some anniversary for you as well?
Might be next year.
Oh.
Might be next year.
Could be a special anniversary as well. You never know. We like to do this to each other, do John and I.
We do. We like to wind each other up. It's too much fun.
John, it's great to have your company. Can't wait to go down the counter and introduce everybody to the dies and that excellent cardstock,
Yes.
which is a pick and mix.
First time ever. The Penny, Linda, Jane, Peter and Mark will kill me for putting a pick and mix on. Because it makes packing so horrible for them.
Right, well, you need to take advantage of that.
Yeah,
at home,
I will.
don't
It's
you?
not going to come back, I don't think.
The beauty of a pick and mix with the cardstock, actually, John, if someone has a favourite colour, before it was packaged, so you had some of this, some of that, some of the other. Now, if you just like the silver or you just like the gold or any of the other colours, you can go just for that in your pick and mix.
You can. I've had so many people say to me, can I just get the black or can I just get the red?
Yes.
And said, we've done this for those because I buy en masse.
Yes.
And before, you've always had to have my choice.
Yes.
The colours that I mix together. This time, it's the first time ever you get a chance to choose which colours you want.
Well, look at that price, £14.97, saving £3 on that deal. It's a fantastic price at £17.97, and now it gets even better, not just because you can choose and decide, but because you're making that saving as well. Yes, you can multi-buy if you are asking. If you want to go for the same colour, yes, you can. It doesn't have to be a pick and mix of different colours. That's not what the pick and mix is about. You choose, you decide. So if you want all black or all silver or all amethyst, you're more than welcome to do so. Sometimes we like more red and less copper. Sometimes we like more emerald green and less vintage gold. Sometimes we want more spring green and we want sapphire blue. Now we can combine, and you get the satin and the gloss finish as well. So go and help yourself. We're doing that right now. So we're filling up our basket. All you need to do is fill yours and make sure you get the cardstock you want. So let's start off, John, with an exclusive on the show.
Yes.
It's a bit posh, isn't it?
It is. Well, what I've been able to do is, this is my pick of Christmas.
Okay.
I said to you earlier, these are my favourite bits, and I'm very lucky being able to bring them back. One of my absolute favourites is, first of all, this Silent Night die, which we did as an exclusive with the box kit. We did say the box kit was limited.
Yes.
So we had more Silent Night dies than we had of the box kit.
Okay.
So we've been able to bring it back as an exclusive bundle to you here, so you can't get that die anywhere else.
Fantastic.
This is the last of it, but it's also with 3 sentiments that some people may recognise, but a lot of people won't.
Oh.
These were ones that I did in my first Christmas collection. So I think these were 4 years ago.
4 years ago. Let me just pick this one up to show you.
And we reordered them, but I'm going to be quite honest, we reordered them back in. So they totally sold out when we launched them. Not seen them for at least 2-3 years. We reordered them back in to go with the first collection of my Christmas this year, and I forgot.
Oh, John. Well, I'll tell you something.
I'm not going to, like, they are, if you look, with the Snowflake, they work perfectly with the Baroque collection, which was the first one.
I am so glad, and so many people at home are glad, that your memory isn't that good.
No.
No disrespect. But we're really happy about that, because that means we get great deals like this one right now. £14.98, saving £3, 285212 is your item number. Season greetings, let it snow, and Merry Christmas. 10% has already gone. 10% of the stock has already gone. They're really beautiful. They really are. And I like the way they incorporate that snowflake as well.
I love these. These were, when you look at them all together, when you look at the Season's Greetings, Let It Snow, Merry Christmas, and then the Silent Night, you would expect to see, you would expect to see almost a progression.
Yes.
And there isn't. The style of them, they all fit together, because that's the whole idea of the John Next Door die range.
Yes.
is that nothing is that new that it doesn't match with something that came out originally.
Fantastic.
And you can see my hand in it. And these are the sentiments. To be honest, those 4 are the ones that I will use more than anything. Those and Noel.
I think so
Possibly
too.
Peace are what I use all the time.
And do you know what? Let It Snow, it's a great Christmas theme, but you could have that on a winter style card. You know, you might be having a gathering over the winter. You might just like snow.
There is, and there's a lot of people we have to send cards to, or I like to send cards to. Certainly, I know with yourself where we live,
Yes.
I send a lot of cards out to people who don't celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
For different religious reasons.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of friends who I want to send something to, but don't celebrate Christmas, so I use Let It Snow on that.
Yeah, you see
so I've got so many cards I make at Christmas with Let It Snow that go to my sort of Leicester friends.
Yes.
That, you know, and Scotland and everywhere else that
Yes.
perhaps don't use the word Christmas.
I think that is a great idea. I really, really do. And a great decorative die as well. You've got the baubles in there as well. And we noticed something, Kirsty. She said, right, well, I'm looking at these and these look absolutely fantastic. And then turn them upside down, which I'll do right now. And they kind of look like little skulls.
Little star-eyed skulls with a little mouth open.
Yeah, fabulous. Yeah, you could give that a go. What do you know? 285212 is your item number. £14.98. That is a great price. Now, we've got a happy hour. Of course it's happy because we've got our John here, but we've also got a happy hour deal as well. Tell us about this, John.
So this is from this year. And we are literally running so low on happy hour deals, and we said we'd try and do one every hour till the end of the year, that Peter very kindly agreed to let me put this one on.
Because this
or
is
you
kind
might have a
of
look
fairly
at,
new,
this
isn't it?
Fully new. Yeah, this is this year's. So this is the Snowflake Stamp and Die. So you get the large A6 background stamp, then you get the A6 die, which you can use on its own, stamp on its own, but you put them together and it cuts out the snowflakes, as you can see. So you can stamp it and make a background, or you can cut out those individual snowflakes to use those individually.
Brilliant. You know what? I really like that stamp. That you can use, let me have that the right way around. I guess, could you use that on repeat and then just continue the pattern?
You can. I think there's a card sample here. There we go.
Okay,
where I've
lovely.
Done that.
Oh, now.
I think this is the video for it.
Let me
as well.
get this the right way around.
I think this is actually
Look
the video
at
on
that.
YouTube that shows you how to make it.
Isn't
but
that
that is all
gorgeous?
made with just this set.
Wow.
Apart from the frames, everything is from that set.
That's stunning. That really is. $9.99. What a fantastic deal. But the price is going back up at the top of the hour. You can use them separately. You can use them together if you want to. It's half price. It's a happy hour deal. Already busy. 181722 is your item number. We are incredibly busy for the happy hour. Now, there's 2 ways to order. Well, there's kind of 3 ways to order. Even more if we split it down. But let's just tell you the main ways. First of all, the website, that's the best way to order, and that is thecraftstore.com. You can give us a call on the new telephone number. If you don't know it yet, it will appear on the screen, but I'll tell it to you now. It's 0330 175 552. That's the number you can get through to us on. And you can also order via the app that's free to download to your smartphones. How exciting is that? How exciting is that? And your tablets as well. Right, let's move on. That's your happy hour deal. Very busy for that. If you want to get hold of it, please do put it in your basket. And then as we peruse down the counter, you can start to add other items as well. Let's shuffle along. Here we go, shuffling along. We've got a fantastic set of dies for you. When I came into the studio, John, and I saw these samples, I just stood back and I just thought, wow, these are amazing. Something a little different about this set, I think.
It is. This is my favourites.
Is it?
This is my bundle.
Aww.
This is what I got to put together. These are the ones that filled me with joy when I was designing them.
Yes.
And what I wanted was, with the first one, the Baroque framework,
Yes.
I wanted a die that will work for Christmas, but that will work all year round. So you've got the beautiful ribbon thread, or don't bother ribbon threading,
Okay.
around the outside, but it's got a little stylized star in it. But again, that could be a daisy flower if you change the colours.
Yeah, do you know what? It could.
You
That's
can do
lovely.
the ribbon the other way to change it round. You get that sort of stylized star in the middle. You get the background panel, which matches together. You've got separate lines on all of them. You've got a separate circle. So there's so many combinations you can make with that. Then when you add in the Baroque snowflake mandala, which you've got there, you've got, again, a beautiful snowflake outline. But all the layers that you put into it can give you so much depth and so much detail.
That's gorgeous.
And then there's the sentiments, which you've got peace, joy and hope as separate letters, cut in to the card, add the squares on and they will cut out. You know, you can make whatever words you want to, and so many people have asked. This will be coming as an alphabet next year.
Wow.
But it won't be in the same size.
Okay.
So it will be because I received the samples last night.
Did you? Oh, you're very lucky, aren't you?
5:30 last night, I got the very first sample of it.
Oh, well, I tell you what, you can play a game at home during the show. How about this? Take the words peace, take the words joy, and take the words hope, because they're all singular letters. See how many words you can make from them.
Yes.
And email in. It's studio@thecraftstore.com. Let's have a little bit of fun with that. Right, let me put that back there. Oh, no, I won't. I'll leave that there because I want to show you some samples, because there's so much you can do with this die set. £37.97. 410545 is your item number. So many different combinations, John, with this die set.
It's how you play with it. Just there, putting some glitter card and some mirror card behind different sections. That looks so different to that.
Yeah, it does.
And this is one of the ways that you can tell that I love a die. This was my workshop card.
Oh, was it?
So this is one of my workshop cards that I did as an online workshop.
Look at that.
So again, change the colours.
Yep.
Very different, but there's nothing that screams Christmas.
No.
The next one you've got has got lights in it.
Oh, has it? Oh, let me see if I can get this turned on.
Sorry, just because I can see what poor Janice is playing with her hands. I should stop doing that. Really.
You can see what I'm playing with my hands.
Yes.
Well, John, that's another show for another day.
They're never going to put us two together again, are
no,
they?
they're not. Actually, I think the batteries run out on this.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I think
it's been. But it just shines, but it shows you a different way of doing it, just using the diamond.
Yeah, I'll show it you anyway, because it is a lovely card to show you.
It goes through, or the next card, again, you wouldn't believe that's the same die.
No, you wouldn't.
And again, you change that sentiment, it will last all year round. It doesn't have to just be Christmas. There's got to be versatility in what we're paying for.
I love that.
That's just using the centre to make almost baubles.
Isn't that lovely? That's so different. I mean, you could use that on some of the boxes that you've got, on the sides of the boxes, for example. Nice decoration. It'd be really nice as a shaker card as well.
It would really work like that, because again, you can put it onto acetate. But like that, you've got that built out. But that's just one die. That's just the snowflake, just cut into. Or again, what you'll see is that the words fit in the middle.
That's pretty.
So there's the hope.
Oh, I really like that.
Fits in the middle of that offset snowflake, but how clean and simple it is.
And
again, great to send people you don't want to say Christmas to, or exactly the same colours, but made as a shaker card.
Do you know what? I'm glad you said it was a shaker card, because when I picked that up, I heard this sound. Are you ready? And I thought, what's that? Can you hear that? And I kind of looked around the studio
There's
and I
not
thought,
a snake in it. There's no spiders in there.
Oh, don't say that, John.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say the word even, are we?
No, you're not allowed. No, you're not even allowed to say the word. Now I've got to pull up my trouser legs just in case any are crawling up there. Right, anyway, let's get back to Christmas. Happy thoughts, lovely samples. Here we go. Another great sample. This doesn't have to be for Christmas, John. This could be for a very special occasion.
It doesn't. You can use a mandala all year round. Change the colours of anything on here, change the words, the letters, and you can use it all year round. It's one of those that you can make all of your Christmas cards out of this set, but you can keep crafting through all of next year as well with it.
That's
Again,
stunning.
You wouldn't think, that to me doesn't scream Christmas at all.
Do you know what I'd do with that? I'd make 3 of those and maybe put them on a canvas on the wall. Wouldn't that look lovely? Nice. Because it's almost like a Spanish or Moroccan tile design.
It is. That really, really works like that. But you can make things like this with the box.
Look at this.
And I think you've actually got down there with a tassel on, you've got the actual snowflake that was made to go in the middle of it.
Oh, let me pick that up.
So that goes in the middle of the box.
Look at that. Oh, let me pick that up again. There you go.
But again, everything on that, apart from the box, is from the one die.
That is amazing.
Is just from the Snowflake mandala.
That is amazing. That also reminds me of a movie with a character called Pinhead in it as well. Do you know the movie I'm talking about?
Well, we are a very similar generation, so we probably in our teenage years watched the same film.
We certainly did. There were 3 of them in total.
Yes.
£37.97, 410545 is your item number. We're very busy for that. Have you worked out all the different words that you can spell from peace, hope and joy? We'd love to hear from you. 410545 is your item number. An absolute bargain for 33 dies in total. Bring them together, make and create some fantastic Christmas decorations, use them separately and just make some beautiful, marvellous decorative cards and decorations for your home. Right, so we are moving on because we've got more for you. Don't forget you've got your pick and mix as well. With your pick and mix card, you can go for any 3 sets, and you've got all the different colours. You've got the satin and the gloss in each one. So you might be wanting to add those to your baskets as you see the dies as you're checking out your basket. Right, on to our next set that we've got here. We'll bring the details up on the side of the screen. John, tell me about this die. It's a rather large die, this one.
It is. This is my square seam box. Now, this is a perennial, and it's rare that we say that on John Next Door. Basically, this has been 2-3 years old.
Really?
Sells out when we bring it in, and we reorder it. We've had to reorder it, and I think this is the 4th time that we have had to reorder it.
Okay.
Because it fits with every die I do. I believe this is the last time we're going to reorder. I can't see us keep getting it. We normally don't reorder once, let alone 4 times.
Yes.
But it fits with all of the dies in the set, but it also fits with, I would say, 90% of the dies that I've done for the last 2-3 years, and it fits with all the ones that are coming out for next year.
Ah.
So you'll see it popping up in samples and everything for next year. But what it gives you is a really easy, simple square box for the front of your card, or I'm going to be showing you in the demo how to make a double. But can you imagine what that would look like without the box on it, if you could see all the foam tape?
Yeah.
That card would be so ugly from the side.
Do you know what? That's a really good point, because building up your layers, making that images really stand out. You might want to put some lights behind there as well. That really does close it off, but gives you that decorative element. Would you say this is like a shadow box card as well?
It's a shadow box, or a diorama even.
Diorama.
You can really put the scenes in there. But again, if you look at that one, look at it, if you put that card flat, this is one of Maxine's, it's as attractive from the sides.
Yeah.
You've not got all that ugly foam tape showing all the way through it.
Yeah, I get that.
But the frame's there, and it's just held so beautifully in
Isn't
place.
that lovely?
And again, put acetate on the front.
Yeah.
And you can put chocolates in there, you can put candles in there. And in the die set, there is even a flap for the front. So you can actually make a box that opens. And a lot of people do is they cut the simple shape out of the middle, acetate it, put the flap on, and then sell their jewellery in it.
What a great idea. What a fabulous idea, that multi-use yet again. I was just thinking, if you had that flat on your table, you could stand a candle proud in the middle of that, and it would look rather nice, like an LED candle, for example. £19.99. It is fantastic value for money. We're not sure if we're getting it in again, so take advantage of it right now. Oh, already 10% of the stock already gone. There you go. Knew we'd be busy. John said we'd be busy for that, and he was right, as always. 754780 is your item number. The website's where you can go to find everything on the show, so you can pop them into your basket. Look at the 5-star reviews upon 5-star reviews upon 5-star reviews. My word, my word. If you've got, by the way, anything made with any of the dies that we've got on the show, please send in your pictures. It'd be lovely, lovely to see them. And I'm sure John would like to see what you've been up to as well. The happy hour deal that we've got is flying out the door. In fact, the words my producer is using, absolutely flying out the door. A quarter of the stock gone already. It's only £9.99. It's half price.
Put on 3 times what we normally put on
I know,
for a happy hour deal on this one.
I know. Oh my goodness, a quarter of the stock gone already.
That's a lot.
Very, very busy. I just wanted to show you the cardstock, by the way, just so you can see an example of the gloss and the satin as well. We will be going through all the colours, but I don't want anyone missing out on this deal. It is a pick and mix, and you choose any 3, and there are 10 in each pack. You've got 5 of the satin, 5 of the gloss. So I just wanted to give you a little idea, a little heads up, because it's absolutely stunning. It will go so beautifully with any of the dies that we've got on the show, and dies you got at home. 937304 is your item number. Let's crack on. Let's go back to John and have a look.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by mix in the Baroque, the sort of snowflake mandala.
Yes.
And I keep calling it the Baroque snowflake because that's what I was calling it in my head when I drew it. And I'm going to use the square seam box. I'm going to do a double, which is something that people are always asking me to do. So I have done some step-by-steps and some blue Peters to speed it up.
Excellent.
This is a bit dull. So the square seam box fits on, because people say, can you make a bigger one? And that's A4, so if you can see, we could probably only make it probably ½ an inch bigger, so there's no point.
No.
But it fits, and it's the right size. So we'd put that on A4 and you'd cut it.
I think it's the optimum size. Would you want it any bigger, John?
No, I wouldn't. I think we're making smaller cards now, and you can really make it larger if you want to.
And think about posting as well, if you do have to post
Well,
it.
this is the interesting fact, is This was designed at this width because this will go in an envelope and still be a large letter.
Oh, that is great.
So any deeper, and you wouldn't be able to put card or anything else on it. So it's been designed to keep it below the level so that it doesn't become a package.
Do you know what? A nice little handkerchief in there, a nice little scarf, a nice little tie, pair of socks
you
for
could
Christmas.
really, but again, you know for a fact it's going to be a large letter.
Yes.
And it is very strong at the corners. If I give you that one, just try and squeeze the corner at the point, really seriously.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
I am seriously trying to squeeze that. That is
that
is strong.
It's got 3 layers
and I've got
of
some
card
guns on me.
wrapped round.
I can crack nuts in my hands for Christmas.
No, people think, oh, it's going to be quiet. It's not. It's very, very heavy. It's very, very strong, which means that you can send it straight through the post as it is in an envelope. It doesn't need a padded envelope. So I've got the card here, and what I've done is you must do this. You must cut it first and fold. And you don't need a bone folder.
I was just about to say, do we need that tool that's known
what I'll
as a
actually
bone
do is,
folder?
if I run it through just to show you, because the number of times I watch people go, oh, you know, and this is so easy and you don't need. So whilst I'm doing the next bit, we'll run one through and I can show you. But basically, you fold all the pieces first.
Yep.
Because we're going to run it through again, and if
So
we
it
do,
will
we'll lose
score
them.
them.
It scores
and it will
them
cut them out.
and
So we
cuts
don't need
them
a
out.
score board,
Nope.
we don't need a bone tool, we just need the die cutting machine. And see, I like that.
Yeah.
Especially if you're new to this kind of style of construction in cards. If you've not made or created boxes before, there's a kind of skill and technique to using the bone folder and scoring. Of course there is, and you need the tools to do it. Now this will do it all for you through the die cutting machine.
Yeah, I genuinely believe that if we can make it so you don't have to have absolutely everything, it's easier. So this has just been cut through, but look, turn it over, fold.
Brilliant.
Fold, no bone folder. I'm trying to, look, literally, look, wobble.
Wow.
Folds on the line, look. Folds on the line.
So easy,
Doesn't
John.
need, because I have the debossed lines made so much thicker.
Love that.
So that they actually work. So you can see within, you know, no tools needed.
Well, also, what's brilliant, John, is that those little corners are already cut. You don't need to get a pair of scissors and do, you know, the cutting thing that sometimes you do where you go and do your triangle and...
Oh, you have to cut the little wedge out.
Yeah, I kind of forget that already,
Thing is, to do this, what you'd have to do is, I'll be honest, you'd have to score a piece of card at this width.
Yeah.
Then you'd have to score these lines.
Yes.
Yeah, then you'd have to turn it round, score these.
You would.
Okay, which you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you would have to cut out that bit, that bit, that bit, then cut into there.
Well, you'd have to be precise as well,
and do
John.
that on 4 corners, whereas in one pass in a machine, it's done for
just
you.
done. Look at
and you
that.
see how easily it goes together. And
now, I've got to tell you something at home. I've got some news. Sorry, John. Right, I knew we'd be busy. Didn't think we'd be this busy. Right, okay, here we go. The best way to order is the website. There are 5-minute queues on the telephone. Now, we are getting to your calls. The girls and guys are working very hard in the call centre. So when they answer the phone, just give them a big cheery hello this morning. They're working incredibly hard. But if you don't want to miss out, the best way to order is the website. It is thecraftstore.com. It's very easy to navigate through the website and you can check out your basket. It's very easy to do. By the way, we also take PayPal payment as well. If you're helping yourself to a lot of the items, stocking up on your cards, thinking about Christmas gifts for people, and your basket suddenly starts to go beyond £60. You know that feeling? You've helped yourself. You want everything because you've put it in there, but of course your purse strings won't stretch that far. This is what we'll do for you, and it's really easy to set up on the website. You can open up a flexi basket, which means you only pay half today. I know. We'll send everything out to you. Don't wait for your items. We'll wait for your money. How about that? It's easy to set up on the website. You just tick a box and that's it. No credit card checks or anything like that, and no interest to pay either. So it's a fabulous way to get, well, to have your cake and eat it too. So the best way to order the website at the moment, but if you are on the phone lines, that's the only way to order. Do bear with us. John, busy show.
Sorry.
Don't apologise.
So what I've done is I'm just put the outline of the snowflake into the centre of the box.
Okay.
I'm going to cut that. Now, the reason that I said make all your folds first is when you run this through your machine, what you're actually doing is compressing all the card. So if you don't make the folds first, you're going to come to fold them and it's been pressed.
It's pressed down.
So it's literally like putting a press in a piece of fabric and then ironing over the top of it.
Yeah, you don't want
You
that.
leave that little shadow, but not the whole thing.
Yes.
And what I've actually cut this in is, just to be clear, this is 300 GSM watercolour card.
Wow.
So I'm not using a lightweight, thin card.
No.
I'm using 300 GSM watercolour so that I get a nice little bit of texture to it.
Love that. Now I'm just thinking about the cardstock we've got on the show. What's the GSM, producer Ross, on the cardstock that we've got? 'Cause we've got some lovely gloss and satin card. It's 250 GSM. So I'm wondering if that's going to be ideal for this particular project as well.
Yeah, you can easily. Shall I cut a box out of it?
Shall we? Because I think it would look absolutely
Now, where did I put? Oh, there it is.
beautiful.
Where did I put that?
What colour are you going to go for?
What colour am I going to?
Well, I wonder.
Janice, what a question.
You're going for Leicester City blue. I mean, John next door blue.
What colour have I got going to have in front of me? So, when you're cutting satin card or mirror card, one thing to be really, really careful about is to get any bits off your mat.
Why is that?
Because what will happen is they will show.
Okay.
So if I leave that little bit there,
Yep.
a little bit on there, and I cut that card on it, that will mark it.
Will it?
What I'll do is I'll show you when I run it through.
Okay.
So always clean your plates off. If you have,
I love that little
always, I tend to, this is where I give my plates a good vacuum.
Do we have these on the show?
I don't know.
Oh,
I think we usually,
John, we have. Do you know what? These desk vacuums, we've got blue or we've got pink. $9.99, 197021. If you are stuck on a Christmas gift to buy somebody, lots of people are working at home at the moment. They don't have to be a crafter. It could be somebody that, let's say, likes to eat their biscuits at the computer keyboard.
That's where we nick the idea from.
Well, there you go. It could be you. It could be your husband. It could be your son or your daughter. It could be that the dog sits with you whilst you're on your computer. They're munching away on their biscuits. It's a great way of cleaning up. And what a gift for $9.99, 197021. It's available in blue or pink, and they are packaged beautifully, which means if you want to give these as a gift, let me get that the right way, when they look great and easy to wrap as well.
Actually, it's a really good Secret Santa because it's an easy thing to wrap as well.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's kind of a must-have. If you don't have it, and when you do get it, you'll think, whatever did I do without it? And let's face it, it does mean you'll be able to eat those biscuits and nobody will know. 197021. The blue is on the side of the screen just there, and pink is on the bottom of the screen just there. I think they're absolutely fine. I'm so glad we've got these on the show, John. I really am.
I didn't know we had,
them for a
actually,
while.
to be genuinely honest.
Yeah.
I didn't. I knew we were getting very low on stock.
I thought they'd all gone, so this is brilliant, everyone. 197021. Treat yourself, or great Christmas or present gifts. 197021 is your item number. Are they battery operated?
They are, yes.
Okay.
Two double A's.
And you need to get those. They don't come with them.
They don't come with them. No,
Okay,
you just
to
take
let
them
you
out the remote control, which is what I did when my samples came.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay,
But
back to John.
so I've cut this now, but can you see here? I've got 2 marks.
Ah, yes.
Really hard to show you. It's usually when they're on the top. But I've got, there we go, marks where the paper was. There we go. Very vague. You can't see it. The cameras don't pick it up very well.
I can see them.
That's what happens. So the last thing you want is to mark that. You want it to stay that smooth.
Okay.
But yeah, you can easily, and this will be just strong enough.
Now
at
I'm really
250
interested
to
in
make
this.
the box.
I said use some of this card because I was interested to see.
You wanted to know if it was going to crack when it folds,
Yeah,
didn't you?
and I wanted to see what the scores looked like as well, to see if any white came
No,
through, and it
none.
doesn't.
None whatsoever.
Oh, now you see, look at that.
That's, to me, that's now luxury.
Yeah.
You can see the quality of it. You were right, Janice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had no worries and no fears about it.
Look at that.
Because I know how well we have this
Think about
made.
how much these boxes would cost you if you were to buy them, especially coming up to Christmas, supply and demand and all of that. You can make luxurious boxes. The colours that we've got available, though, not just for Christmas. The colours that we've got available could be for all kinds of different occasions. It could just be your favourite colour, but it does add that luxurious element to your projects. Let's have a look at the website. And this is where you can go and see all the colours and all the names. But when we say luxury, they are luxurious. When you get them out of the packaging, you'll just sit there for a while and just look at them because they're so beautiful. It's a great opportunity as well to get both gloss and matte as well. I love gloss. I think that gives you that luxury appeal. But then the satin, there's just something about that I think takes it to the next level. I always thought gloss was the top level in premium and luxury, but I think it's satin. There's something quite understated about it. So you can see the array of colours that we've got available for you. We've got blues, we've got purples, we've got greens, we've got gorgeous gold as well, which is always popular, especially when it comes to weddings and things like that, gold and silver. Now, the busiest colour that we've got for you on the show is ruby red. Ruby red. That was a good song by Mark Armand and the Willing Sinners, you know, Ruby Red. But here we go. There's that red in the satin and the gloss, so you can see the difference.
The gloss to me looks like a piece. You remember that red velvet fabric?
Yeah.
That had almost got like black tones.
Yeah.
It literally, the satin in the red just looks like that. It looks so expensive.
I love that. I'm just doing that. You can see that other colour in there. Wow. So that's your ruby red. Very, very popular at the moment. I like this. Is this the gold or is this the pink?
That's actually vintage copper.
Vintage copper.
It's like a copper pink.
Yeah, I like that. Now, it's like
copper,
a rose, rose copper.
That's the rose copper, not the vintage
rose
copper. Well, I mean, basically, I found we had an option of about 20 different colours, 2 of each. Sam and I laid them all out in our living room.
Yeah.
And went through them all, and we whittled it down to 13.
Did you?
And I sent in 13 colours to Sir Peter.
I can imagine them all on your floor, looking like Saturday Night Fever.
It did. It literally looked like an 80s disco, literally spread out. No, they send you a square about that big.
Yeah.
And I sent them all hoping, thinking, Peter's probably going to pick 6 or 8, and he let me do all 13. Now, and so I was able to get things like this, the chocolate purple, that is, and it is a true chocolate purple.
Yeah, that is.
Because we're not allowed to say Cadbury's, are we? We have to say
we're
chocolate.
not, no, we have to say chocolate, yeah. Look, as I just tilt that back, you see that other colour coming in there? Oh, absolutely stunning. Our director, Hugh, he knows a thing or two when it comes to visual pleasure. And he says that is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. £14.97, saving £3, 30 sheets in total. We are so busy for these. You've had the pre-picked packs before, you've loved them. You've got your favourite colours, now you're reordering them. And if this is your first time, you're going for mixtures of colours, you're going for the same colours. There might be emerald green, that's your favourite colour, that's all you want. You can order 3 packs of that if you want to. The emerald green and the vintage copper would go really well together, and then maybe the ruby red. Those 3 colours for Christmas, absolutely divine. You choose, you decide, it's your choice as always, and you can multi-buy because we've got great prices. Right, let's head back to John. Thanks for showing us that, John.
That's okay. Well, what I'll do is I'm going to carry on the demo with this one.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you can see that it works. So what I've done is I made the folds. I've already cut out now the snowflake from it. Yeah. And I've put power tape around 3 sides on the front. The 4th side, because this is going to go onto a card, it's easier to close. I put that on the inside.
Right, always sort of, well, you use, I say red line tape, you're using blue liner tape.
I always use power tape. If you can't get power tape, use a red line tape.
Okay.
Use a decent one.
So no glue?
No, you can use wet glue, but
is there a dry glue?
There is.
Is there?
There is. Spray glue is technically a dry glue.
Of course it is.
But yeah, you can use, I always call it a wet glue. You want something with a high acrylic content, like the craft artist glue. And I'm not saying that because it's ours and the one I developed. It's the higher the acrylic, the quicker it grabs and the stronger it is.
Is that right?
It's the thicker, yeah. The more, the thinner a glue is basically the more water it's added.
Do you know
Whether it's PVA, EVA, whatever they call it, it's effectively a plastic and water.
Isn't that interesting?
And the thinner it is, the more water, the thicker it is, the more of the active ingredient that's in there.
There you go. You know, you learn something every day. I think we need a glue show. I keep telling them the idea, but it's just not sticking.
I like that. That's got to be one of your worst. I like that.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
So, for
really
the back, you'll find there's actually, because there's a die in the set for the back. Okay?
Yep.
Sorry, I'll get the right one. And it's the flap die. In fact, what I'll do is I'll show you. So what you do for the back is you use the die with the flap.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this on the silver card. Again, just make sure I've got my bits off. Oh, I've got my Hoover. Oh well. Vacuum cleaner,
Your vacuum cleaner, yes.
Don't say brand names, John. Don't say brand names. Can you see here I've got 2 white bits on my top of my plate?
You have.
Have a look at what the marks will be like on those.
I was just looking back at that lovely gloss and satin card. You know, in my bathroom, you know those boxes that are well, they're not like, they're decorative. They're like little box shells that go on the wall.
Yes.
And they don't have a back to them. The back is your wall colour. Well, I could get some of that nice cardstock and put it on there and it would look nice and reflective.
It would be nice and reflective. It's that high a shine.
It is.
It really is. Although if you don't want to be scared in the morning, I personally would put the satin one in because
I won't be looking at myself.
I would not want to walk in the morning and go, oh, no. No, we're very careful.
It's too dark in the morning. I never look at. That's why this morning, guess what I brushed my teeth with when I first got up?
Brill cream.
Savlon.
Oh dear.
Other ointments are available. Yeah, I thought it was toothpaste.
Yeah. So can you see there? There we go.
Ah, yeah.
There we go.
Yep, it's there.
That's what happens with bits on your plate. Flick that white bit off there, look. You've got
and
the
do you know what,
impression.
John? Because of the different coloured cardstocks that you use with your die cutting machines, you don't always see it as white.
No.
So you don't see it. So that's why those little mini vacuums that we've got available for you in pink and blue are fabulous. You do need AA batteries, John?
AA batteries.
AA batteries for them. Just 2 of them. I'll just grab them again and show you because I want you to have an easy life, I really do. And this is going to give it to you, not just for your die cutting machines. You can use these on your desks as well. You can even use them in the kitchen. You know, if you've got all your toast bits and things like that.
We used one on my mum last Christmas.
You used it on your mum?
On the samples.
Did she have crumbs on her?
Yes. She came to Christmas Day and she got some cheese biscuit crumbs. So I went, we've got that vacuum.
Oh, you did? Oh, brilliant.
Seriously, bless her.
Do be careful using it on your mum and use your own discretion. Permission required at all times. Yeah, that is, what a great idea. $9.99, 197021. But in all seriousness, if you've got a tray maybe where a little baby is eating and you've got all those crumbs everywhere and the baby is in between courses, I don't know, do babies go in between courses with food? They probably do. Then you can clean up. Shall we show?
It's useless talking. Either of us talk about babies, really, isn't it?
I know.
Neither of us have got any interest that long.
Wow, I've got lots of nephews and nieces. I love babies. I do love babies. I just haven't had any. Of my own. Right, happy hour. Happy hour. It's gone. Oh, a third has gone. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought it had sold out. Right, your happy hour. We still have a third of the stock left. 2/3 have gone. You've got 20 minutes left to get hold of this. It's superb value for money. $9.99, and in there you get your stamp and you get your corresponding die that you can use. And I just you use the die with the stamp, don't you, John?
You can use the die with the stamp, or use it on its own. It will give you beautiful snowflakes on its own, certainly out of the mirror and the satin card.
$9.99, everyone, half price. That's why we've only got a third left and 2/3 has gone. 181722 is your item number. At the top of the hour, this is going back up to £20. Don't try and put it in your basket after that. Best way to order with the queues on the phones is the website. That's craftstore.com. Right, John?
Right, so this is the piece I've cut.
Okay.
So if I fold the flap, it gives me the perfect door. If I want to send it that way, or I'm using it to set, put jewellery in or things like that, to gift or to sell. But for the back, you just cut it off. And the reason there isn't a second die to do the back is it would be exactly the same size.
Yep.
And it would add another £4 onto the cost of the die
yeah.
set. So why? So all I do is put that up to one side. Yeah. Pop my little tab in, fold that round. There. And then pull that to the top. And press.
Look at that.
Put that in, that to the top, and press all in one.
Brilliant.
I was saying to you earlier, you know, to me, life's too short to be cutting
Yeah.
6 of them and
do you know
thingying.
what? If you want that box to be see-through, you could always have the mirror on the inside and have the white on the back side.
I'm going to put an insert into it
Are
now,
you?
like that. So I've got a piece of silver mirror card here.
Yep.
And what I've already done, but I will show you to cut them. We'll cut them in. So this is the silver mirror.
Yep.
Which I've got to be very careful not to get a picture of picture of our floor manager.
Well, I don't
This is
know.
trying his
She
hardest to.
She loves it. Look, she's around there. So,
yeah,
oh,
I'm actively trying to find Kirsty.
yeah, you'll probably bet. Is that
her.
is that her there? Oh no, that's the door. Don't
No.
get Kirsty mixed up with the door.
But that's the satin, which to me looks like what do you call it? I can't even think of the right word now. I've completely lost it.
Go
I've
on,
lost
say
the
again.
plot. It's you know those brushed steel chrome.
Yes.
Chrome is the word I was looking
Chrome.
for.
Yes, I've got you.
It's like a brushed chrome.
It is. I thought you were still talking about Kirsty. I
I've
said,
no idea.
first
No,
of all, she's a
Kirsty's not
door,
like-
and then she's a brushed chrome door.
No,
But they're the best.
No, Kirsty's a star, bless her. She really is.
She is. She is.
She
Working
settled
very
us up
hard
from
today,
nothing.
I might add. She always works hard.
She does, to be
Always
fair.
works hard. That sounded wrong. She
So
always works
all
hard.
I'm going to do is cut now all 4 pieces, because in the snowflake die, all you're actually looking at most of the time is that big snowflake.
Yeah.
You don't realise you've got 4 more layers in there.
All right.
So there's 4 more pieces. It's not just one piece. So I'm just going to run those through, and I've already cut 4 of them in blue. Honestly, this is just not like me being organised at all.
Look at this.
I know.
Aren't they nice when you
See
layer them
how
up?
detailed, but again, that doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. That's just a
No.
mandala shape.
Yeah.
That's just a hexagon.
Yeah.
Or an octagon, sorry. It says
And
make sure.
even the one that with the edges going around it, that doesn't necessarily have to be a snowflake. It could be a sun, a mandala, or just the base to a decorative pattern that you're putting together.
Yeah, completely. So we've got out our pieces, but you see I've used emboss and deboss, so the pieces just drop out. Because that's the thing, is when you look at a die and they've got things pre-cut, I always question it myself, going, well, was it a nightmare to cut them? Well, look at that, it's just cut.
Wow. Is that
But
embossed in the middle?
Yeah, in the satin card it has.
Hang on, that's the die.
That's the die, has a debossed snowflake
Oh,
flower
that's what the die's cut
in
out.
the centre. That's what the die's
I
cut
thought
out.
that was the die.
No,
Oh my.
that's
Oh,
the die.
wow.
That's what it's cut. But look how it's beveled and impressed.
Do you know what? In that silver, that looks like a piece of. That looks like metal.
It looks like metal, doesn't it? But
So,
look at this.
That's why I thought it was the die.
Look at that one.
That's not. Is that
That's the die cut
the
piece.
die cut piece?
That's the die.
And that's in the. Did we say that's the brush?
This is the brush.
Because do you
So
know
this
what,
is-
John?
Yeah,
In that brushed silver, don't they look like metal?
they do. They
Oh my
really do. They look
goodness.
so expensive.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
And I mean, you use basically. I'm trying to think now. You use. I think you get this, the whole lot.
Yeah.
You'll get it at least 3 times out of a piece of A4 card.
Would you?
So I don't know how much each piece of cards costs, but I know that Ross will have already calculated that.
Do you know what? It's also quite regal as
But
well.
if you
that
divide
design.
that by, you know, that's costing you pennies, literally pennies.
Wow. Oh, look. That. Do you know what, John?
But
That
all that
design.
details there.
They almost look like little cactus around
Oh,
the
they
edge,
do.
don't they?
But if you look, they're actually a smaller version
Of that.
of this
Oh, wow.
on the top of there.
I was just thinking as well, you know, we always try and come up with ideas other than what they've been designed for, which are fantastic. If you were to cut a circle out of the larger one, you could actually turn that into like a wreath.
Yes,
Like
you
a
can.
Christmas decorative wreath.
We're going to be doing that for the front. I had planned to get 3 whole demos done in this
Oh my
one.
God,
but
we've been so busy, John.
I know,
sorry
I'm sorry,
we've
and
been
it's
nattering
me.
away.
No,
we just
no,
get
no,
so
it's me.
interested in things.
So what I'm going to do is just now, I'm going to basically pile this up. So a little bit of foam tape. So I've already cut them again in blue.
Yep.
Because if you do it this way, it's easy to do. Cut all 4 dies in one colour, all 4 dies in a second, which will give you 2 opposing complete collections. Make sure you put the foam tape on the back of the die you've cut,
Okay.
not on the piece you want to put it onto, because it can be too long, which is what I've just done. But this is what I love about satin card. Watch,
Just
peels
comes
off and clean.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do, because it certainly doesn't on normal cards. So we go. But if you look carefully, you may be able to see this if I hold it up. Can you see there's an embossed circle
Oh, yes. I see it.
all the way around? That's your guideline to where to put this one to get it even.
Oh, I like that.
But also adds that little extra layer of detail in, because to me it's always best to look and see what else can we do. You're paying for that metal. The more I can put onto that metal,
Yeah.
the more detail you will get.
Absolutely.
And it costs no more, just
Fair
in
point.
time.
Fair point.
So I'm just going to take this and go with a little bit in the middle
Now,
of
you've
this
got
one.
another show today, haven't you, John?
I have.
At 2 o'clock. So
1
if we don't
o'clock.
finish any demos that you were planned for this show, we can always do them in the 1 o'clock show.
Yes.
1 o'clock.
There we go. So, there we go.
It's like playing Mr. Wolf then, wasn't
So
it?
really simply there.
Wow. It's that, do you know what? It's that middle one. It still looks like a piece of metal. It's unbelievable.
It really does, doesn't it? I'll get that even. And of course, it's even on.
Yeah,
6
it could
parts.
be a rosette.
Yeah, add some ribbons on it. Give it to Roger the horse.
Yes, yeah, he's doing very well at the moment. You know.
He is. I keep seeing that
Doing
on,
very
on
well.
the book of face.
Very well.
So I'm just going to a little bit of the mirror card. It works. This is why we wanted to do the packs in satin and mirror.
Yeah.
Was so that you've got that contrast. Because it's so nice to actually put, what I do is I make the main elements out of the satin, but I put the contrast as being from the mirror to add that little bit of expense to it.
I like that. And I think also when you've got mirror card in the middle, if you just have a regular card on the front, it doesn't do the mirror card any justice because it's like too much of a leap. Whereas when you've got the satin card there, they're both luxurious and they both complement each other.
Completely. So what I've done this time is I've put that on top. Look at it just on top.
Wow.
How expensive
It almost looks like you've got a medal from the Queen in there.
It does,
and that is the
doesn't
box
it?
that the medal goes in.
But all I'm going to do is I'm not putting any acetate in this one. Just push down. Best way to get it in the right place. So now I've got that double length depth.
Wow. Amazing, John.
Actually, hold that up one up. Thank you, Hugh.
Yeah.
See, look, you've got that little twinkle of the mirror silver in there. So what we do, we just pop our 2 little tabs in, take our acetate, take our protective sheet off, and you can see now why I close it on the back.
Yeah.
So much easier.
Beautiful.
It doesn't matter because it's going to go on a card.
But I like it though because it's taking the satin over to the back. It links it all up.
It is. So now we've got 2.
Wow.
Because I've done an alternate. This one I put acetate on, and I've cut the Season's Greeting again in the mirror in silver from the first set. But what I want to do is I want this to open and close. So I want you to be able to open it up and have that almost like a picture frame. So, taking a piece of card somewhere. Come on, John, find it. There it is. Okay. So I've taken a piece of card, and this is 5 inches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
By 11 inches.
Right.
Scored at 5.
Yep.
So we can do that. So, really simply, and this is where, regardless, I would use a wet glue.
Okay.
Because we want to be able to have some wriggle room. And this will actually, we use a wet glue,
Yep.
it will actually weld. Your strongest bond will always be a high acrylic wet glue because it merges the 2 papers together.
Okay.
And then, you know, when you try and pull it and it rips the card, that's effectively you're welding it. So we're putting that on to one edge.
What a special card this is going to be, or a gift box.
It makes a beautiful gift box for something inside. Pop that one on, slide, close. There we go. So there is our double piece. And all I'm going to do now is get those in the right place. Okay. And then let's take, what I've got here is a little piece of, again, of the satin. So this is actually for the reverse. So here's a little piece of the satin on the mirror, and I've cut the Merry Christmas
in the same colour and put it on.
In the same colour and put it on.
You see, that looks embossed now. Isn't that clever? That is really clever. And we do have that available in the first set. We've brought the details up on the screen. £14.98. It's exclusive to us here at the craft store. Well, exclusive to you guys. 285212 is your item number, but 40% of the stock has gone.
When that's gone, it's gone.
Is that right?
There are no more of that Silent Night die. That is the last of it. There are no more. There won't be another chance after this show once it's gone.
Well, there you go. You've got your Season's Greetings, Let It Snow, Merry Christmas, and your Silent Night, and your baubles as well. Turn them upside down. There might be little mini smiling skulls.
So there we go. There's our front. with our Merry Christmas.
Oh, John, that is absolutely
I'm
fabulous.
just going to put a back on it, and I've done the same thing again. So to put the ribbon on, I've just gone round with the power tape, and I've cut the same idea. Come on. Always works, doesn't it, at home? Never works on a show. So there we go. Take your ribbon.
Nice blue and white ribbon as well.
Of course.
Very much so.
We'll just pop that on. You know me and my ribbon. You know me, my colours, really.
Oh, that is lovely.
And then I'm just going to make, I've got another piece of silver here.
Now, time-wise on this show, we have 6.5 minutes, John.
Easy.
Perfect.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Perfect.
What I'm going to do is pop that in. Yeah. Then I'm going to take the second die in the set, and I'm going to pop that in. Again, matching up points.
Got you, yeah, I can see
4 points, yeah. So match those up, which is why I don't use, normally I would use the long piece of tape trick.
Yep.
Pick it up and put it, but I want to make sure all 4 points are there in the right place. So again, just clean off my plates.
Remember, these are available in pink and white. The desk hoover, vacuum, you got me at it now, John. The blue has been very popular. We'll bring the details up for the pink. So the blue's at the bottom, the pink is at the side of the screen. It's a great price. It's a great gift. It's for somebody that you think, what can I get Dad? What can I get Mum? What can I get the kids? Someone working from home, for example, an avid crafter, absolutely perfect. £9.99. How about getting this for your teacher at school? 755 659 is your item number, only £9.99. Just need 2 AA batteries to make those work. And it's easy to open up and empty as well. Brilliant gift. I'm so glad we had those on the show. I really am.
Yeah, I genuinely thought they'd gone because it's a good Christmas gift. Although you must really like your teacher, because I never spent a tenner on mine. Not on any of them, even the nice ones.
I had to like them, so they gave me better reports.
It didn't work.
Because it was nothing to do with my schoolwork.
My school reports, yeah, mine were nothing to do with my schoolwork. My reports were just, I would do even better if I actually stopped sitting at the back of the class with the girls and gossiping, which is literally word for word what it said in one of my maths reports.
Brilliant.
Bless him. So you can see now you get a really, it's about a wreath. How detailed is that?
Oh, that is lovely. Yeah, what a great idea, putting them together and sending them through like that. Really like that, John. Changes it completely.
So, I wasn't going to glue that one on first, but thankfully I spray glued it. So we talked about dry glue.
Yes.
So, that's a dry glue. I didn't press it down too hard. So a wet glue would have melded it.
Yep.
But that will just make it stick. So now I'm going to go and pop in. I'm going to pop on our little wreath in the centre. I'm still going offset. Let's give him another spray into the box, obviously, that we've got hidden down there. We've now started calling it it's an invisible,
I won't be able to
really
get out of the
useful
studio.
box.
My legs will be stuck together.
Don't. Have you felt under this desk yet?
No.
Honestly, where I'm stood, you can tell this is where I demo. It's literally covered in tape and foam tape under here. Everyone thinks I'm joking. Honestly, it really is. So we just tie that together. We could wrap a ribbon through and all sorts. But you've got then your beautiful
That's spectacular.
box.
You know someone that's getting married at Christmas time.
Neat.
Perfect.
On all edges.
Neat and strong.
Professional, yeah. And then when we untie it, then you've got, and again, you could put pictures of the bride and groom inside.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, their initials.
Or their initials.
Is it called monograms?
Monograms. They're monograms.
Yeah, you could do.
But really,
Perfect.
but again, nowhere that you look is there anywhere that's not neat and finished. There's nowhere for, you know, if you've got one of those pernickety relatives that when you make them a handmade card, look everywhere looking for flaws. This is what to make them. A friend of mine, Irene, said her mother-in-law's the same.
Really?
Literally looking at it, going, oh, you could have got that in a shop or better. This is the sort of card to make for people like that.
That is a good idea.
Because there is nowhere that they can pick fault with that.
They certainly won't. They'll be happy. Talking of happy, we've got a happy hour deal. Yes, we're coming up to the end of the hour, which means the price for your happy hour deal is going back up to whence it came. We've been extremely busy. So you get your die in here and you also get your stamp, the stamp being that, the die being that. Use them together, use them separately, and then you can start to build and create some amazing designs. They really are beautiful. Very, very busy for this one. $9.99, 181722 is your item number. If you want to get a hold of your happy hour deal before the price goes back up. 181722, pop that into your basket. Something that is exclusive to us here and to you, of course. Half the stock has gone, John.
Whoa.
Half the stock has gone.
That's crazy.
These are great sentiments to have. You've also got your little balls on there as well. You've got 2 sets, £14.98, saving £3, 285212 is your item number. As you're going for all of these dies, we highly recommend that you go and have a look at the card stock we've got available for you on the show in your satin and your gloss. It's what John's been demonstrating with. You can see just how beautiful those designs become. And the great thing is it's on pick and mix, so you can choose your colours. There are 10 in each pack, 5 satin, 5 gloss. If you want all of the same colour, 30 sheets, you go for it. If you want 2 of one, 1 of the other, go for it. If you want 2 of one, 1 of the other, do what you like, and you can multiply. So if you want 6, the price will go up accordingly. Right, our next set of dies, absolutely stunning. They really, really are. This is your Baroque Snowflake die collection. 33 dies in total, £37.97. This is what we've just been demonstrating with as well. Don't forget with this, you've got your peace, your hope and your joy. So you've got those lovely blocks to go behind the letters as well. And if you can spell other words or sentiments with peace, hope and joy and move them around a little bit like Scrabble, other names are available, then you can. £37.97 410545. Jacqueline has sent us some anagrams, John. Joe, Hop, Jeep, Ace. That's good, yeah. Some great ones, so thank you very much for that. See what you can do when you get them home. John, thank you so much for this show.
No, thank you, it's been great.
Back at 1 o'clock today.
Yes.
Do you have another happy hour at 1 o'clock?
Yes, a different happy hour at 1 o'clock. Always a different one every hour, and it's a really good one this time.
Right, so that means you do need to check out your baskets for this happy hour. For this hour, let me just reach over to get that again, because you might have just joined us, because the price of this is going back up in 3.5 minutes. Coming up to 3 minutes now, so do make sure you get that. It's half price. Have a look on the website and everything we've got available for you. John, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you again at 1 o'clock. We'll see you guys in a few moments' time, because remember, we are crafting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.